So I'm here. I was hoping not to be here. I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I didn't have to make that choice. Win-win situation for me. I was in line for the vaccine. They ran out. No vaccine for me today. But I will probably go back another day. I might go back tomorrow and try again. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Christopher Ryan. Andy, that's from the earlier broadcast. So, hi, everybody. Let's watch Joe Biden together, shall we? Let's see what's happening live right now. So, I was in line for the vaccine. I'm in a no-lose situation because if they don't have enough vaccines for me, then I get home in time to broadcast the speech. This is a big deal. This is a dramatic change in the direction of America. Half of childhood poverty was just eliminated with the stroke of a pen today. That's amazing. How do you cure poverty? Well, help them out. Give them some money. How about that? How about that? Now, here's the reason I'm in a no-lose. If I don't get the vaccine through one of my attempts, I have an appointment for Wednesday. It's over an hour away from here, out there in yonder Riverside. It's over an hour away. It's the Moderna vaccine. I'm trying to get the Pfizer. I'll take either. I'm happy to get either. It was the only vaccine I could find. But worst case scenario is I get the vaccine on Wednesday, a vaccine on Wednesday. So I'm fine. And I'm happy to be here. Looks like Fox is going to broadcast. Looks like everybody's waiting for it. We better stick with Fox so that we don't. Hold on. I don't want to do that. I want to start live. Give me just a second here. You guys can't hear that anyway. So let me do this. Let me give you guys volume.
Taking office, the longest in at least a century a president has waited. Our leaders no longer believe they have to.
Again, the whole right wing is so upset that he hasn't given a press conference. He had a town hall. Remember? He had a town hall in February 18th, February 19th, something like that. Before he even had to have a town hall. He had a town hall. He told everybody, he answered the Americans' questions. Hey, Deidre. Hi, Cindy. So I'm good in terms of appointments. And no one has to worry about that right there. Here comes President Biden. Let's see how Tucker introduces him.
For farmers with certain skin colors. Is that legal? We just did it.
Stop.
It'd be nice to ask Joe Biden why we did this.
Really?
And why that doesn't violate civil rights law, but we can't because he's not taking questions and honestly he probably doesn't know anyway.
He takes questions.
The past year has
time.
empowered our leaders like no other crisis in American history. We're going to see the results of that in just a moment during his speech.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
Shut up.
Tonight,
Shut up.
I'd like to talk to you about where we are as we mark 1 year since everything stopped because of this pandemic. A year ago, we were hit with a virus that was met with silence and spread unchecked. Denials for days, weeks, then months. That led to more deaths, more infections, more stress, and more loneliness. Photos and videos from 2019 feel like they were taken in another era. The last vacation, the last birthday with friends, the last holiday with extended family. While it was different for everyone, we all lost something. A collective suffering, a collective sacrifice. A year filled with the loss of life and the loss of living for all of us. But in the loss, we saw how much there was to gain in appreciation, respect, and gratitude. Finding light in the darkness is a very American thing to do. In fact, it may be the most American thing we do. And that's what we've done. We've seen frontline and essential workers risking their lives, sometimes losing them, to save and help others. Researchers and scientists racing for a vaccine. And so many of you, as Hemingway wrote, being strong in all the broken places. I know it's been hard. I truly know. As I've told you before, I carry a card in my pocket with the number of Americans who have died from COVID to date. It's on the back of my schedule. As of now, total deaths in America, 527,726. That's more deaths than in World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, and 9/11 combined. There were husbands, wives, sons and daughters, grandparents, friends, neighbors, young and old. They leave behind loved ones, unable to truly grieve or to heal, even to have a funeral. But I'm also thinking about everyone else who lost this past year to natural causes, by cruel fate of accident or other disease. They too died alone. They too leave behind loved ones who are hurting badly. You know, you've often heard me say before, I talk about the longest walk any parent can make is up a short flight of stairs to his child's bedroom to say, I'm sorry, I lost my job. Can't be here anymore. Like my dad told me when he lost his job in Scranton. So many of you have had to make that same walk this past year. You lost your job. You closed your business. Facing eviction, homelessness, hunger, a loss of control, maybe worst of all, a loss of hope. Watching a generation of children who may be set back up to a year or more because they've not been in school because of their loss of learning. It's the details of life that matter the most. And we miss those details. The big details and the small moments. Weddings, birthdays, graduations. All the things that needed to happen, but didn't. The first date, the family reunions, the Sunday night rituals. It's all has exacted a terrible cost on the psyche of so many of us. For we are fundamentally a people who want to be with others, to talk, to laugh, to hug, to hold one another. But this virus has kept us apart. Grandparents haven't seen their children or grandchildren. Parents haven't seen their kids. Kids haven't seen their friends. The things we used to do that always filled us with joy have become things we couldn't do and broke our hearts. Too often, we've turned against one another. A mask, the easiest thing to do to save lives. Sometimes it divides us. States pitted against one another instead of working with each other. Vicious hate crimes against Asian Americans who've been attacked, harassed, blamed, and scapegoated. At this very moment, so many of them are fellow Americans. They're on the front lines of this pandemic trying to save lives. And still, they're forced to live in fear for their lives just walking down streets in America. It's wrong, it's un-American, and it must stop. Look, we know what we need to do to beat this virus. Tell the truth. Follow the scientists and the science. Work together. Put trust and faith in our government to fulfill its most important function, which is protecting the American people. No function more important. We need to remember the government isn't some foreign force in a distant capital. No, it's us, all of us, we the people. For you and I, that America thrives when we give our hearts, when we turn our hands to common purpose. And right now, my friends, we're doing just that. And I have to say, as your president, I'm grateful to you. Last summer, I was in Philadelphia and I met a small business owner, a woman. I asked her, I said, what do you need most? Never forget what she said to me. She said, looking me in the eye, she said, I just want the truth. The truth. Just tell me the truth. Think of that. My fellow Americans, you're owed nothing less than the truth. And for all of you asking when things will get back to normal, here is the truth. The only way to get our lives back, to get our economy back on track, is to beat the virus. You've been hearing me say that for while I was running and the last 50 days I've been president.
Look at Tucker above me. They've got a live reaction of Tucker, and he's just sitting there looking. He's doing that confused dog face.
But this is one of the most complex operations we've ever undertaken as a nation in a long time. That's why I'm using every power I have as President of the United States to put us on a war footing to get the job done. Sounds like hyperbole, but I mean it, a war footing. And thank God we're making some real progress now. In my first full day in office, I outlined for you a comprehensive strategy to beat this pandemic. We've spent every day since attempting to carry it out. 2 months ago, this country didn't have nearly enough vaccine supply to vaccinate all or ever near all of the American public. But soon we will. We've been working with vaccine manufacturers, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, to manufacture and purchase hundreds of millions of doses of these 3 safe, effective vaccines. And now, at the direction and with the assistance of my administration, Johnson & Johnson is working together with a competitor, Merck, to speed up and increase the capacity to manufacture new Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is 1 shot. In fact, just yesterday, I announced, and I met with the CEOs of both companies, I announced our plan to buy an additional 100 million doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines. These 2 companies, competitors, have come together for the good of the nation, and they should be applauded for it. It's truly a national effort, just like we saw during World War II. Now, because of all the work we've done, we'll have enough vaccine supply for all adults in America by the end of May. That's months ahead of schedule. And we're mobilizing thousands of vaccinators to put the vaccine in one's arm, calling active duty military, FEMA, retired doctors and nurses, administrators, and those to administer the shots. And we've been creating more places to get the shots. We've made it possible for you to get a vaccine at nearly any one of 10,000 pharmacies across the country, just like you get your flu shot. We're also working with governors and mayors in red states and blue states to set up and support nearly 600 federally supported vaccination centers that administers hundreds of thousands of shots per day. You can drive up to a stadium or a large parking lot, get your shot, never leave your car, and drive home in less than an hour. We've been sending vaccines to hundreds of community health centers all across America, located in underserved areas. And we've been deploying, and we will deploy more mobile vehicles and pop-up clinics to meet you where you live, so those who are least able to get the vaccine are able to get it. We continue to work on making at-home testing available. And we've been focused on serving people in the hardest hit communities of this pandemic: Black, Latino, Native American, and rural communities. So what does all this add up to?
7.
When I took office 50 days ago, only 8% of the Americans, after months,
8%.
only 8% of those
8%.
over the age of 65 had gotten their first vaccination. Today, that number is 65%. Just 14% of Americans over the age of 75 50 days ago had gotten their first shot. Today, that number is well over 70%. With new guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, that came out on Monday, it means simply this: millions and millions of grandparents who went months without being able to hug their grandkids can now do so. And the more people are fully vaccinated, the CD will continue to provide additional guidance on what you can do in the workplace, places of worship with your friends, as well as travel. When I came into office, you may recall, I set a goal that many of you said was that kind of way over the top. I said I intended to get 100 million shots in people's arms in my first 100 days in office. Tonight,
not many people actually said it was way over the top. That was like, well, that's what we should be.
I can say we're not only going to meet that goal, we're going to beat that goal.
Good.
Because we've actually on track to reach this goal of 100 million shots in arms on my 60th day in office. No other country in the world has done this. None. Now, I want to talk about the next steps we're thinking about. First, tonight.
Yeah, this is Tucker Reactions live for whatever reason. He's behind me, but I thought I'd blow it up so you guys could see it as well. That's Tucker. On day 60, vaccinating everyone? Why?
I'm announcing that I will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all adults, people 18 and over, eligible to be vaccinated no later than May 1. Let me say that again. All adult Americans will be eligible to get a vaccine no later than May 1. That's much earlier than expected.
Oh, they got rid of them.
Well, let me be clear. That doesn't mean everyone's going to have that shot immediately, but it means you'll be able to get in line beginning May 1. Every adult will be eligible to get their shot. And to do this, we're going to go from 1 million shots a day that I promised in December, before I was sworn in, to maintaining.
So, just so you know, that means by the middle of June, give 2-3 weeks for the rest of the people to catch up. But so by July 4th, we could be done.
Beating our current pace of 2 million shots a day, outpacing the rest of the world. Secondly, at the time when every adult is eligible in May, we will launch with our partners.
They just took Tucker away from his own show. Hey, Jay Taft, thank you very much. I just got a notification that Jay Taft paid something by the PayPal or by Venmo or however you did it. Thank you very much, Jay Taft. If you'd like to contribute, that's what you can do. You can do those. Don't worry about that right now. We're watching Biden. Thank you, Jay Taft.
Partners.
And I know who you are. Thank you very much.
New tools to make it easier for you to find the vaccine and where to get the shot, including a new website that will help you first find the place to get vaccinated and the one nearest you. No more searching day and night for an appointment for you and your loved ones. Thirdly,
I really don't have anybody who loves me, so just me. But yeah, I like the idea. They do need a comprehensive website. They absolutely do, because every state has its own. Every county has its own. I've been doing LA County and Riverside County, and they're both drastically different.
With the passage of the American Rescue Plan.
And just let me know. Let me know. Hey, I'm here. I'm willing to travel 50 miles or whatever. Is there anything? Just tell me the ones that have it, as opposed to now I got to click on this one, then on this location, then on this location. Thank you, Jessica.
Plan. And I thank again the House and Senate for passing it.
Hi, Random.
And my announcement last month of a plan to vaccinate teachers and school staff, including bus drivers. We can accelerate massive nationwide effort to reopen our schools safely and meet my goal that I stated at the same time, about 100 million shots, of opening a majority of K through 8 schools in my first 100 days in office. This is going to be the #1 priority of my new Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona. Fourth, in the coming weeks, we will issue further guidance on what you can and cannot do once fully vaccinated, to lessen the confusion, to keep people safe, and encourage more people to get vaccinated. And finally, fifth, and maybe most importantly, I promise I will do everything in my power. I will not relent until we beat this virus. But I need you, the American people. I need you.
Yeah.
I need every American to do their part.
Okay.
And that's not hyperbole. I need you. I need you to get vaccinated when it's your turn and when you can find an opportunity.
Yeah. So I'm going to try it.
And to help your family, your friends, your neighbors get vaccinated as well. Because here's the point. If we do all this, if we do our part, if we do this together, by July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout and a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day. That doesn't mean large events with lots of people together, but it does mean small groups will be able to get together. After this long, hard year, that will make this Independence Day something truly special, where we not only mark our independence as a nation, but we begin to mark our independence from this virus. But to get there, we can't let our guard down. This fight is far from over. As I told the woman in Pennsylvania, I'll tell you the truth. On July 4th, with your loved ones, is the goal. But a lot can happen. Conditions can change. The scientists have made clear that things may get worse again as new variants of the virus spread. We've got work to do to ensure that everyone has confidence in the safety and effectiveness of all three vaccines. So my message to you is this. Listen to Dr. Fauci, one of the most distinguished and trusted voices in the world. He's assured us the vaccines are safe. They underwent rigorous scientific review. I know they're safe. Vice President Harris and I know they're safe. That's why we got the vaccine publicly in front of cameras, so for the world to see, so you could see us do it. The First Lady and the Second Gentleman also got vaccinated. Talk to your family, friends, your neighbors, the people you know best who've gotten the vaccine. We need everyone to get vaccinated. We need everyone to keep washing their hands, stay socially distanced, and keep wearing the mask as recommended by the CDC. Because even if we devote every resource we have, beating this virus and getting back to normal depends on national unity. And national unity isn't just how politics and politicians vote in Washington, or what the loudest voices say on cable or online. Unity is what we do together as fellow Americans. Because if we don't stay vigilant and the conditions change, then we may have to reinstate restrictions to get back on track. And please, we don't want to do that again. We've made so much progress. This is not the time to let up. Just as we were emerging from a dark winter into a hopeful spring and summer is not the time to not stick with the rules. I'll close with this. We've lost so much over the last year. We've lost family and friends. We've lost businesses and dreams we spent years building. We've lost time with each other. And our children have lost so much time with their friends, time with their schools. No graduation ceremonies this spring. No graduations from college, high school, moving up ceremonies. You know, and there's something else we lost. We lost faith in whether our government and our democracy can deliver on really hard things for the American people. But as I stand here tonight, we're proving once again something I've said time and time again, to probably tired of hearing me say it. I say it to foreign leaders and domestic alike. It's never, ever a good bet to bet against the American people. America is coming back. The development, manufacture, and distribution of vaccines in record time is a true miracle of science. It's one of the most extraordinary achievements any country has ever accomplished. And we also just saw the Perseverance rover land on Mars. Stunning images of our dreams that are now a reality. Another example of the extraordinary American ingenuity, commitment, and belief in science and one another. And today, I signed into law the American Rescue Plan, an historic piece of legislation that delivers immediate relief to millions of people. Includes one.
But by the way, does everybody enjoy having a president who says "an historic" instead of "a historic"? Yes? Yeah, they do. They do. I enjoy it. I don't know that anybody else does. I do like it when people say that properly.
$1,400 in direct rescue.
It's like no one's ever seen in history. It's the greatest tax cut for the fewest number of people that anyone's ever seen. It's a historic event.
Checks, payments. That means a typical family of four earning about $110,000 will get checks for $5,600 deposited if they have direct deposit or in a check, a treasury check. It extends unemployment benefits. It helps small businesses. It lowers health care premiums for many. It provides food and nutrition, keeps families in their homes.
What?
And it will cut child poverty in this country in half, according to the experts. And it funds all the steps I've just described to beat the virus and create millions of jobs. In the coming weeks and months, I'll be traveling along with the First Lady, the Vice President, the Second Gentleman, members of my cabinet, to speak directly to you, to tell you the truth about how the American Rescue Plan meets the moment. And if it fails at any pace, I will acknowledge that it failed, but it will not. About how after long, dark years, one whole year, there is hope and light of better days ahead. If we all do our part, this country will be vaccinated soon. Our economy will be on the mend. Our kids will be back in school. And we'll have proven once again that this country can do anything, hard things, big things, important things. Over a year ago, no one could have imagined what we were about to go through.
I did.
But now, we're coming through it. And it's a shared experience that binds us together as a nation. We are bound together by the loss and the pain of the days that have gone by. We're also bound together by the hope and the possibilities. We're also bound together the days in front of us. My fervent prayer for our country is that after all we've been through, we'll come together as one people, one nation, one.
Thanks, whoever pointed that out. Christopher Ryan pointed that out. Biden should be finished. He's supposed to be. They're complaining that Biden's not done. Biden is not done right now. Oh, Tucker's back. Hold on. The Chiron reads, Biden should be finished. Tucker is on any minute. Why isn't Biden finished? 10 minutes ago? Why won't Biden talk to the American people? Now? Why isn't Biden finished?
America.
Yeah.
I believe we can and we will. We're seizing this moment. And history, I believe, will record. We faced and overcame one of the toughest and darkest periods in this nation's history. Darkest we've ever known. I promise you, we'll come out stronger with a renewed faith in ourselves, a renewed commitment to one another, to our communities and to our country. This is the United States of America. And there's nothing, from the bottom of my heart I believe this, there's nothing we can't do when we do it together. So God bless you all. And please, God, give solace to all those people who lost someone. And may God protect our troops. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I look forward to seeing you.
President Biden, do you consider this a new phase of the pandemic?
Joe Biden, in his first live address to the country of his presidency.
So we'll watch Tucker's reaction. We'll watch a little bit of Tucker's reaction. And then I have to go. Kevin Lee daughter is watching Safi the Wonder Dog. And Safi's been outside all day and it rained here too. Safi cannot be home alone. So Kevin Lee daughter is on a set and has absolutely no idea when she's going to get done. So as soon as we're done here, as soon as we get Tucker's reaction, I will take off and do that because, you know, dogs. But thank you to everybody who's joined us so far, everybody who's contributed. I've been watching the chat room. I didn't want to interrupt Biden too much. This is fantastic. Again, with the May 1st deadline, just as I said, come July 4th, we could finally be back in something that looks like the America that we knew. I can't wait. Finally get together with our relatives and blow things up.
A very strange address, surreal at.
Oh, very strange. Very sorry. I forgot to say, it was a very strange address. It was surreal. Why? Why, Tucker?
Points, like the Biden presidency itself, felt.
Like the Biden what? Is he going to make fun of Biden's diction after he says predency? Hold on. What did he say? Yeah.
President Biden, do you
Thank you,
consider
Joe.
this a new phase of the pandemic?
Joe Biden.
I would just turn around. If I'm Biden at that point, I'm walking away. I'd go back to the microphone. A new phase of the pandemic. What? What kind of question is that? I'll see you guys later. God bless you.
In his first live address to the country of his
Was it strange?
presidency,
Strange.
a very strange address.
Thank you for taking the time
Sorry.
to listen. I look forward to seeing you.
I blanked out.
President Biden, do you consider this a new phase of the pandemic?
Joe Biden, in his first live address to the country of his presidency, a very strange address, surreal at points, like the Biden presidency itself.
Biden predicy? I can't even, like my brain won't put together the letters. Very strange, like the Biden pregnancy itself. Pregnancy? The whole thing was surreal. It was like Sharia law out there now. That's what we warned you was going to happen, folks. Everybody get in the caravan. We're leaving.
Felt a little bit like a dream sequence. The first part
Did it?
of the president's address described the sadness of the last year.
Yeah.
People shut out from hospitals as their loved ones died alone, people losing hope, people losing their own businesses, children.
As Lizzie points out, he says Sharia. A Sharia address. He surely did.
Not being able to go to school. A whole generation, the president said, of children stunted by school closures. No sense at all of how any of this happened or who backed it, but they're the president showing great empathy. His plan consisting essentially of vaccines and more vaccines by May.
Sounds good. Oh, and also, let's keep going. Let's keep at it, America. Don't give up yet. Follow the CDC advice.
He said there will be enough vaccines for every person in America. The
Nope. He said adults.
military will
He said adults. There's no vaccines for the kids, Tucker. Pay attention.
give you that shot.
What?
Any of this happened or who backed it, but they're the president showing
Who backed it? I think he was waiting for Trump to get credit or something.
great empathy. His plan consisting essentially of vaccines and more vaccines. By May, he said there will be enough vaccines for every person in America. The military will give you that shot. And if you take that shot, things potentially could get back to normal. No mention all of the people who might not want to take that shot.
No, we don't want that. The president was encouraging people to get the shot, Tucker. Why would he mention the people that don't want to get the shot? Why? He was asking everyone. Hold on. Yes, sir. Can I take your order? Certainly. Yes. I will have, let's get a cheeseburger. But hold on. I don't want any mac and cheese. I don't want Any of the salads, the chicken salad, the Caesar salad. Hold on. I don't want one of those wedge salads. I know it's not on the menu, but I want you to let the chef know I am not interested in the wedge because it's just a piece of lettuce. Might as well just bring me a glass of water. I do not want a glass of water. What I do want is, let's go back. Hold on. This is the first page of the menu. These are the following soups that I do not want.
But the president said, if you take that shot and wear...
You gotta make a criticism somehow. No mention at all of the people who don't want to get the vaccine. What did he expect? I can't even say it. They're looking at... I'm trying to get remonetized right now. I don't even want to say what I would call those people.
Your mask and listen to Dr. Fauci. It is possible, not assured, but possible that you might be able to gather in small groups with the ones you love for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We might have to rescind that right, but it's possible if you're obedient, you'll get it.
Oh, if you're obedient.
Who are you talking to?
Me?
This is a free people. This is a free country. How dare you tell us who we can spend the 4th of July with? Alex Berenson is a best-selling author. He joins us now with reaction, a more restrained reaction to the president's address.
Hey, good news, everybody. We're having a birthday party for you. What do you think of that, Tucker? How dare you? How dare you? You tell me where to be on my birthday. How dare you, sir? The unmitigated gall.
So, Alex, I was struck by the substance of his response to COVID, the administration's response to COVID, really is the vaccine.
I don't even know who this other guy is. I don't care. All right. Tucker's just hilarious. By the way, Tucker Carlson is a hoax. He's not real. That's his O face right there. Sorry to end there. I gotta go. I gotta go see a dog. I am just happy that I didn't get the vaccine so that I was able to come and do this with you guys live. It's been surreal. And it's been the high point of Biden's presidency so far. Biden, at least he's letting us know we're almost 2 months into his presidency. So in another 7 months, he pops out a baby. I think. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I gotta go look after a dog who's been alone all day in the cold Los Angeles 50-degree weather. Maybe see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I may be trying again to get a vaccine, and I might be going and standing in line earlier. So I may not see you tomorrow until after I get a vaccine, round about 6 o'clock, which would then mean movie night. But I cannot guarantee that we're going to do movie night tomorrow either because there's no rules. And if I get the vaccine, when I get back, I will share with you people how I got the vaccine and if you're in this area, what you can do to also get the vaccine. A good dog. That's what kind of dog I'm going to go see. It's Safi the Wonder Dog, and I can find some video of Safi. Hold on. I will find you guys some video, so I leave you with that. What I liked about Biden was he used the quote from Farewell to Arms from Ernesto Hemingway. The world breaks everyone, and afterwards, some are stronger at the broken places, if I'm remembering it correctly. Farewell to Arms, a book about the war, but Ernest Hemingway, and I don't know. I don't know if this country is any stronger at the broken places. I think he's wrong. But a beautiful quote nonetheless. Are some of us stronger at the broken places? Yes. And I believe the quote continues to say those that do not, that it cannot break, it will kill. Interesting. Interesting when you take the whole context of the quote. Look it up. People broken... What is the, again, the world breaks everyone. The world breaks everyone. Ernest Hemingway, look up the quote that it's from, and it goes on from there. It's interesting. Is that our country? Some of us will be broken, but will be stronger at the broken places, and others of us, it kills. So a very succinct quote to leave you with. Show Tucker's reaction. Oh, you're writing to somebody named @show. From the beginning of the speech, Maria. No, I can't. I can't show. They showed his reaction and then it went back a little bit. So it's really not that interesting. Anyway, I gotta go see a dog. I gotta go see a dog about a man, about a girl. about a boy. Good movie, by the way. Maybe we'll watch that tomorrow night. So hopefully, movie tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to broadcast at all tomorrow, but we'll hopefully do a movie. If you'd like to see the movie, I always update all my patrons when we're going to have a movie. If you want to become a patron, $1 a month, $2, $5, $10, $28,000. If it's $1 million a month, I will fly everyone for a July the 4th party. Just saying. So if you have $1 million hanging around, many of you following the 1.9 trillion tax cut rescue plan, many of you will have $1 million to spare. So if you have $1 million to spare, send it my way, kevinleefather.com, and we'll make that happen. Cash App, $ Kevin Lee Father, paypal.me/KevinLeeDad. Venmo, there I am right there. You can see it on the screen. If you don't have the Cash App and you're living in the United States and you want to contribute, really good thing, I'm going to get you $1 off coffees everywhere in the United States. True. Just go to the Cash App link up in the top right-hand corner there. Your left hand, cash.app/app/LMNOP, or whatever that code is up there. Go do that, and then when you spend money in the Cash App, the first time you spend $5, they give you $5 back. So you're getting $5 free. And when you do that, I get $15 for referring you. How about that? Then, if you want to donate that $5 to me, I get $20 altogether, because $15 referral, $5 from your donation, and you get that $5. It's a free $20 donation for me, and you spend nothing. So if you don't have the Cash App already and you live in the United States, consider doing that if you would. If you can't afford that right now, like a lot of people can't, consider sharing the broadcast. Share the YouTube link or whatever, and join us again. It's been a pleasure, folks. Thank you for joining us and being over there in the chat room. Those of you who watch and do not chat, thank you again. I know you're out there, and I appreciate you guys too. To everyone, when I put on Twitter that I had the option to stay in line for the vaccine or rush home to do the broadcast, almost to a person, several people said, stay in line for the vaccine. Get yourself the vaccine. And I appreciate that. Okay? LP keeps saying, Kevin. Now she's yelling it. Yes, LP? Here's what you can do, LP. You can say, Kevin, comma, and I'm not going to fault you if you don't put the comma. I just won't respect you. Kevin, comma, and then what you want to say to Kevin. And then we don't all have to wait. But let's all wait. Let's all wait for LP like we spend most of our lives doing. Yes, LP, you're taking up dog time right now, by the way. Kevin, comma, hi. Hi, LP. Thank you for saying hi. Everybody else, goodbye. Here's some closing credits for some wonderful people. And those people, all the people you see in the closing credits, they will probably get invites to a movie night tomorrow. If we do a movie night, again, it depends on how much I'm doing in terms of vaccinating. Liberty, thanks for joining us. Joanna, Jessica, did I see Marcy in here? So many of you. Hold on, I can do this while the credits are going. Jessica, again, Jessica, thank you very much for the monies. And good to see you. Robert, thanks for being here. Eve, nice to see you. It's been a while. Chuck, always good. Danielle, thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating. Other people were in here too, at random, of course. We couldn't have done it without you. Going back on the list here, Deidre, always nice to have you drop by. Going back, I don't think I'm going to catch everybody here. Rick M was around as well. Don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate your time. Maria Gabrielle is probably gone. Thanks for trolling, Maria. Always amusing. Jennifer Polson, thank you. And we're almost at Shannon, of course. Shannon Phillips was here. Thank you, Shannon, for dropping by. This is like the end of Romper Room. Did you guys have that? Is that an American show as well? Where she holds up the little mirror and she looks through and she says, I see Stacy and Shannon and Shirley and Suzanne. Always wanted her to say my name. And I thought it was going to be my actual name. Like I knew she couldn't see me. But I thought maybe somebody would have submitted my name for me. Because I'm not going to sit there and write a letter. That was a long time ago. That was in my 20s. Marcy was in here as well. Yeah, I saw that. Deidre, we said. Joanna. Everybody else. Again, this is dog time. Christopher Ryan, of course. We said hi to Christopher. So everybody, I didn't get the vaccine. I'll get the vaccine another day. Yes, and at random says, yes, you do guys do have Romper Room. That's the end of the broadcast. Be good. I got to go see a dog.